Hello, Akwaba. Welcome to Let's Talk About Health, and tonight it's a special edition on COVID. You know, all through the pandemic, we've been doing loads of episodes, loads of sessions on health, and we have been communicating in English, but we thought, you know what, there are so many people around who wouldn't understand a lot of the things we are talking about for one reason or the other. So tonight we decided to do this special episode in Fanti or Chi. So unfortunately, for those of you who don't speak these languages, I would say go back and link up to all the previous shows that we've done, especially in lockdown, just to catch up. But our focus tonight is on people who don't understand all the explanations because we are doing the programs in English. So it's for one night only. And who else do I have to do this with but my very own Dr. Robert Khan? Before we do this, let's remind our viewers that all this is coming to you by kind courtesy of World Remit. World Remit, the safest way to send money to your friends and family back home. Let's take an advert and we'll be right back.
For diabetics, we would say that the systolic should be around 135 or below.
And the most important thing that we're actually screening for is oral cancer, so mouth cancer. And mouth cancer, it is not very obvious to catch to the untrained eye.
I think empowering patients is huge.
It's key.
It is good for clinicians.
The virus is clever. It enters, and we'll come to that, it enters the human body, usually, as we said, through what we call droplet infection.
Impurities, so many heavy metals, so many salt. So, but if you have the kidney and you drink clear fluid, not tea, not alcohol, not beer, clear water regularly,
At World Remit, we understand what the journey is about, how it can sometimes take a little distance to bring us a little closer together. With ways to save more when you send more, World Remit is here for you, so you can be there for them.
For diabetics, we would say that the systolic should be around 135 or below.
And the most important thing that we're actually screening for is oral cancer, so mouth cancer. And mouth cancer, it is not very obvious to catch to the untrained eye.
I think empowering patients is huge.
It's key.
It is good for clinicians.
The virus is clever. It enters, and we'll come to that, it enters the human body, usually, as we said, through what we call droplet infection.
impurities, so many heavy metals, so many salt. So, but if you have the kidney and you drink clear fluid, not tea, not alcohol, not beer, clear water regularly,
Dr. Khan, Akwaba, in there he decided to be a special edition of Let's Talk About Health, focusing on COVID. Oye denara, mfanti fizi, brofu bopwe. And yebemi ya de country insa yebekam because asama wa baby aseno or asama wa hoye, and it's been a whole year we've all been trying to find solutions to it. Inti no enda the mama akwa abasron kokra inti obia nyimu because abaha menyo na e program you pretty much inti ndan ye batrem boni ahwehwem because say yan krofo enya ntase wo especially vaccine inti awa be hu a obeye nyibresam because orukun krofo inti no bona Paul Mahen Mawa koda fibeye a year ago to now about COVID. About some nebeka or harm him.
Oh, ye de yere na fancy na mom no. Dem obi can a word salad. And so yeah, beka be fancy near the cheese wafra.
Yeah.
Of there what I would say here. Ibinem to fantasy, ibinem to chi.
Yeah.
But whether we speak in fancy chi or we mix it up with a bit of English,
yeah.
I believe that our viewers would understand.
No, mix and match.
Or a mix and match. Word salad, damo can. Now, it's safe for so majezi there. Ofibe afina nature rukonye. And I yasha said the year to them COVID was happy to be as in them. Now baby and you reazi my yarbe onkwe jide sebe eko nkrase pa na ebi obi antukwan ehon ne bia yarba nanyi but say if she mesi my yarba na aba pizza na ako baby a na fe so yarba bi so a ekunkum nyimpa bebre millions. How do you say millions in chi opepepe bebre, that's right. Ekunkum nyimpa pe na etiefo enso ebehunu say sebe for yen ayeti krom ha titru no yemu dodo na adwuma ye no eye adwuma ye ne enipa di nkita ho bebre enti no fa ne say ofa obi a say we doctor we nurse we teacher so we adwuma supermarket so we bus driver say security work no yo say check out no wo so we enipa di nkita ho bebre na ade ba kon so a ye hu COVID no ho say the more interaction you have, and I say in Kitahu di bibrea, nipa bibrea wishia omono. Emma, men can I say your increased risk of developing the disease, and I say a choir before swanyano, a doso. If you say, men fancy say me will fear, na men ko baby, I mean she nipa, inteno yariane ebia emma men chain, so tiasie. And so na ba say adwuma me ye no etrese de bia na me hie nipa me ne pe kasa me hie ne mpansemo a kwan bia so no obetumi nya virus no ebi na se ne me di kan ye no nipa bebre ewuwe frɛ ho me kai say almost be a year ne ekobe ya afia abesenkwe ye program no and at time na yare no ehu yie and nipa bebre kaso na ehin ne free say aboa wo and you say non so say abeyifo and a day yare ne ba yo say binom so say sebe 999 ne keke ka ho bebre free buy ba ekowie say you hu say ade no virus bi e kasa virus a aboawa bibia boyare virus bi na cause ade no and a scientist and I say enimdifo and so akeka yetria bom and afia besenkwe omotumi aye ye panie bia sebe uwa betumi abo ho ban kakra nanso no ye wo tablet wo ho a ebinom efa ye no ko hospital so ye wondro ni ade betumi dia ma wo betumi aboa wo kakra na afi so panie so aba so panie no so ho ensem bebrebe if you say empen pi no so shi obi na ne kasa ya na ye bisa so na a doctor wo panie no na wadwen ye osen e wo panie no ho panie no e safe na enam ensem pia koso e wo internet no so sometimes wo ho a wo fia be nso bia send video wo be bia video ne so na ye say obia ye say panie no ye panie bia ye pese ye dikum ebibifo ye dikum Asians ye dikum third world countries ensem bebre fefa ho nti enwumre enkomodi a ye di eno ane say basi ya twi adwen eko yare ne subio ne aka ne yan ye kurom kasa se ne be ya nipa dodo na beti ase asem a ye kana beti ase se eye yare asebe ewo ho eye yare a ye hu ne se ya aboa wa bi virus bi a ye friend coronavirus and e cause yare and yare bi nso a ye hye mask de ye hohore ye nsa ho de ye de wuhie unua what the kwan kakratum or you're maintaining the distance and so nyina na chi no brebia nipa ewu pane ba ye na chi nyina ne kra nipa ekromu ha nipa dodo se na esi ewu ye be 101 or hanibako and ewu ye still more than 4,000 people have tested positive so ye tumi hu say yare na enko ye media ma me yem kra hyehyeme ne say ye mu dodo na ye free sabe ye free Africa ye free Asia nom ne ade no yen so na dwuma ye no sebe ye dwuma no ye nimu adi ene ye de ye no ko supermarket ye nkrofo no dodo na tete ho so ko care home a care homes here ye nkrofo dodo na ye ofa care worker ye nkrofo dodo na ye bus drivers ye nkrofo bebre egum ofa nurses a ebibifo sebi ye go ho ofa teachers nso a ye go ho entino bibia friends are forward facing roles and no ye na so ye forward facing roles that means that wo hie nipa bebre enti panie ya ba ya e krom ha amanfo e pepre meti clinic enipa no kra fresh da ben na menya me de eso ye nkrofo ne de even ye nkrofo krom ye more health sector no empeso mo je panie no enti me sura mi suro ne say sabe yemfa ne say by August that's the whole country most of them our panie na say ye nkrofo ye nwo ya then we have a situation as say ukwa adwuma nipa wo hia no wabone ho ban enso no wo mbo ho ban enso nipa na wabone ho ban no bia na virus ne woni hwenem anase wonanum enka no enso no kasa no wo mbo ho ban wo pane no enti na che se ya hwe ne betumi akoduru ba bia be so ye nkrofo no eda so teteto omu enti no enyumre botaya adwuma na ye bedi ne no ane se ye pese ye ne ye nkrofo kasa se look netie bia no sa esuro no a sebe abeche yemu a enam so a yempese ye wo pane no yemfa sa esuro ne nto nchen wo na ye wo pane ne mo ye ho ban
ye hwa ye start ye na nka fanti ne ye kan takrade for me no a yehia then so madam fu bi na kan na so say I say for na aba no an hwe ya ne ye beka kra ye nti ase
nti ye de fanti ne be frachi
nti evidence say what da ne wo ka twi because am say ye timi dane ya no etimi ka twi ne kakra wo ho na so ye kan ye fanti na ye na asema ba nti e me de plan say what da ne wa no a wo ka twi no inti yankwa dwumade su bi mo na ya sha ebibifo pi na wu ye ba ye no ne eti ye ne se we de ya brofo yare inti ebibifo de anya ye afi nso e ho aye si we de sikafo yare ehiafo enkan ye sa na eti ada
Debbie COVID na betumi aka obia well a chance yes ebinom si ebia ye bibifo ntina ye wuwu na me obi din common am kasa ade na chance free China before send a good China ho o sha China for millions ya omunya yare yi bi sabe me do kwa China sesia na be we say we shi onua o fa nipa be 1 million and san we shi onua ba ko ewo ho so nipa dodo na ewu wo China nipa dodo ewu wo Italy omo ewu wo Spain omo ewu Germany omo wo Brazil any US no ne ade na emo dodo na enye bi before omo ya brofo ade ma ye castle ebibifo ene amanonefo etese Asians no ne ade no eye more at risk ene say all the places na yare no no say omo ye exposed omo na nya yare no internet say memfa say obi a healthcare worker and that's why a care worker and I say na dwuma ye ne say on nipa din kita ho bebrebe so ye brunio so ye bibinio you are at risk of the virus until it doesn't matter but over London over Liverpool over Birmingham over most of the major cities now enipa be na ota home uko baby a wo say enipa ye cleaning na etaya ye nkrofo obi ye carer etaya ye nkrofo obi ye more care home etaya ye nkrofo o hwe nipa dodo o hie nipa dodo bebre internet eno no ekoba na say nam say ye nkrofo ni bebre na yes forward facing jobs in intino na ne kwa so say bebre be affected be affected na feeling so no ade ba ko ma na esuro kakra wom ne say ye hu say sebe so wo yare bi te say ye friend say esichire yare te say diabetes ana say mojamroso hypertension ana so wo akoma yare anase bia wo yare bia brofum ne beka say it affects your immunity ne say wopo moden say you to me se bia yare bi bo wa obetumi ako yare na say fight that disease. How do you say that in fancy and as a cheek cry said be ya wo honam no ene yare ne ebedin tokwa na say ne ebe hye yare ne so no sad ne ebi ne for example se bi obi enya cancer na se bia oye chemotherapy and oye radiotherapy and I say in roni bia ye de cancer patient say be man nipa kro na pomuden so no ate and I said the immunity is a bit low any other yare ne ade o wa e ma nipa no wa pomuden e wo form already into so what the nyina na ka ho no a na just say your risk ne high and I'm say tawo sai sixre yare ne bojambro so ne into say sabe ukokunya sa yare ne so a na just say wan hwe ne ye de obekọ another reason so and I'm so na kaso adentina na be before ne ye nya dodo ne say so ofsha be say if ya yetitimu no yetado so sometimes obekọ be say bia maame papa and nkwala be miensa na wo faase ba ko bi ka ho busuani ba ko bi ka ho sometimes we say enamfofo be ye nan na se numu na se nsia and o mo hye edan ba kum because eno na betumi etua so e bia ye status e bia sometimes no ahokyira ye komo no ye nisika obi betumi akaso mi amakoto me dan ana asa me wo dan bibre nipa ne bedem into no hwe Africans ni Asians na bibre we live in extended family system into some fans about we no say asda ba ku no hospital ba ku ye teacher obi had the virus na ebo ye de ni nyina begu adankura ketwa yi mo na fi atrem ye cheko enti so wo papa bi wo ho ana wo maami bi wo ho na so no ano o yare bi dada say oche virus coronavirus ya wan hwe ne ye na obewu another factor so ehun say nam say e ma ye nkrofo ne bibre na ewu no so ne say yenta free ye GP yenta so nko hospital on say sabi baby ye free buy no unfortunately sometimes so obi yare a instead so obedwen say yare na wanya na actually yare ankasa no odwen say bia ye monsam yare ana so fi so no we dey nye coronavirus we dey obi na me ana so we dey bibinti ejuma na okono ejuma ne ho hia ese na pomuden entina de ne hyase no kra wo bowo ne ho tutu no just when your temperature ne ho tutu ahotutu ne tie ne ya ne minimum ya ne ya why week osore kra na ne su chine no enso no obefre ne GP no aka se bia me ho mfame debi wati wona no akwa akoto bibi no ofa enso no ahun se dapemba akwa besenko ontiapo dapem ba konso asan besenko home a insiso eso no da so te ho on freda when you beto no we were the fee by the time enso afi no the time or the be free so all person doctor no that time no ne bia are too late into no kudru hospital pe na to ventilator so that edru wana ginyame because e bia bra ye do beto ventilator so no wa harawa ne nyina ekọ your lungs no e bia ekọ covid and so sane city no say enya kwa harawa no na say ekọ mojanum na say eka wo liver ene wo kidney no ne ade na so wodi ho agra edo kwa ni sa amfa wan kokra na say wote apo dia me sure say amanfo beti bibia friend long covid na brebe mu a bia yebobo so long covid no wati apo free covid severe covid no no yes wati apompo completely sometimes you x-ray near dia no who say ade na affect your lungs and it can take months and sana wati apo so it's not just even say menya covid matiapo no damage na send besi aye with no wan hwe ne na you might not be the same again and untina ana yegusua say ye ka kira manfo say yare na emam mfe ndi agro odi di agro a oti apompa wan hwe ne be say o
yeah okay nti we ni awaken de me sure say na wo kenya na te say wo bobo
me bobo so sa
symptoms sa ya nkofo ya wo say wo watch out for na no na me tie news and you say covid no e shada wo cough bia ya nkofo cough e wa yebo eda yensronko kra because me kai me ni bi di nkoma no say obi we edwuma me na oba wa na said ya na describe one na me say maame ebe ya chon na ebe ya ko ka champion fo na wo mama ni nkofie because na onko test enhwe ampa okọ test e no na positive bibi sonku bi wo cough ni mo ya say ye hu ana
yeah not particularly o say e wade e yewa na de ba ko e wo covid one ho ne say and I'm say adeno air attack airways or say you will be a friend of harawa and no na chesa wo home a emframa ne kom na ma wa hoden intene say aboa ne kwetinem na say ese no a say o bo wa na say wo home te me kai say na me ne obi di nkomo na ne pakro no ana ne home nye intime ne kasa wo phone ne so na me hu say maybe say ne say I say o bo wa wo home te. And like you said, very distinct. I say, I'll say, we'll take a deep breath. Na a one waba. A one wa oba. Say, it can be said dry cough. I to say a bit dry but deep. So, na nipa no no about to us wa. Or sometimes no be bo one on any kasa problem so or kasa in 4 sentences. Na humi be ente in between wa bowa. But we no. Straight away you can tell say no, something is not right. Enye sebi flu keke e one obo and enye sore throat one obo. On that point, the main kind of say muti adverta eya mo betis ye kase o enye wabia so na ye COVID. If you say sometimes we will say, and I'm say COVID one internal, we also missing cancer. Lung cancer and other cancer, and I'm near there. But past 2 weeks here, I said me patient tobacco, and also no castle. I know you COVID be December ho baby. Now no ogusua a boa into no castle long COVID and a year. Now one jot kakra. And Tim Catchens look, minim say unya COVID December there, and so now one check the internet and the young conquer X-ray. You call your X-ray by a lung cancer. So, internet afutu me de man for and man Jane says bia ugusu bowa no abowa na to so for more than 3 weeks at the pembe miansa the pen and 9 that's a one in koya but more than a fro GP e bia na nye COVID wa e bia nye long COVID sani sikano no but e bia na bibi different bi kra na how it said COVID ne so e buy an internet money pa bebre bibia say COVID bibia say COVID and the chest na any ya or say COVID the yam na any or say COVID and a home in etia or say COVID but it's not everything that is COVID anyway into year ka COVID ne so ni tuni pane for say bibi nko ya still no for GP and I say ko hospital na yen check on share
yo media ye di ne let's talk about health na em say da ye ne brofumu na ende de program so nkokra ya yen for Ghana for inti na ye ende program ye pese obi anya ntiase inti ende ye be gina wo vaccines ne so because honom na ye do COVID yare yi mu a eno nso de nsempi abrayen inti ne ye be kom na me kai wo say dwumedie we no Omega Live TV ene de brew Omega prekope ekobe bia anti se won frɛ wadam fo se on behwe bi na on so fantu ne ho fo dia na che se won mpani ye nti mesrɛ mo frɛ mo nua no mon share na nipa bebre embeti asem aye ken na won fantu won ho fo you never know who betimi ade obi nkwa from the knowledge oni na share no nti ye wo Dr. Robert Kano hada minini di edwumadie we bebre me so mi din ye owuraye wini ohine kisi nti ende no mani ade because ye ni twi nti ye nto aso am say me kasa ne kra nse da mba papa ba ye nto aso nti Dr. Kan sisi a am say baby ye do no vaccines ena ere ni sisi a vaccines na non kra ni dade because obi be ka say na dey dropi wo vaccines ye dey
vaccine ye say panie say ye sikan no ye mododo na be won say free say ye nyine ni nyina free nkola brem eye ho a say ye nkowo panie ukọ school no kra ye say na e kan say kra say ukọ is it seal se bibisa seal as bibisa ye say ukọ seal na vaccines there vaccines by a check vaccines ye sa yare bibi anase ye boy ho ban e free yare bibre ho say ukọ baby to South Africa no near there once kane no no be say yare bi to some konkon diphtheria pertussis tetanus no near there any measles reference and tobro you can find timun tobro chi kra kan sample menkai but measles wohwe measles wohwe mumps nomne ade na wohwe rubella de minim ni chi chese chi ni modu kakra wohwe saa nneoma ne nyinaa na ekum nipa bebree Africa say me kaise bra na your medical school ni say no bibi te say polio amafo no kaise be say akwala bi ye na ohwa ye say waya apache waya paralyzed wo nyina na fe be na polio so polio panie ba ye say saa de ni nyinaa no eswetwa nti panie ho onfaso ya daso wo panie yellow fever ye tukwan ye say yen yellow fever hepatitis ye say yen wo ho panie typhoid ye say yen ho panie nti panie de ya wo panie saa na adenti na ya ama amanfo esuro se saa panie we ye ba ye nti no afi de yempese ye wo saa panie no de apanie ye ne se won se nipa no we de na nkasa no se yare to wa kanena na drobi amaye no ya mi se won se nipa ye den survive here because bacteria have always been around and more one have always been around ye kuma bi nipa no bi so tiapo senya with na nkasa tie no or the way the body's immune system is naturally it fights against diseases internet say brebia make church immune system na ya meta you say yemfa ne say wo country the country has borders, isn't it? And you have the army or the navy or the air force. Ejuma air force for any army near the end say your book run hobain. Ofa the pediano swa your bibi o your friend immune system a bohunem diana hobain. Into for example, also ohomim frama a more bebre wom. Udidia eduania wudi nsia wonom a more bebre wom. Our skin is in contact with bacteria, viruses, funguses, so body in new way a body hobaya and kasan your money in a bit me nimpa. Internet said nipa no Asia virus and not bacteria no. Then the body it learns it has something called memory cells. Into the body no if I want to obey kakra no atiapo. The reason why we are not tiapo is a body no develop immunity to it. It is said there ene yare ne ko. And yare ne kwa na fi edi yare ne so until next time now be share the same bacteria no na kai so bacteria we me share ne pain virus we me share ne pain then it mounts up the immunity and to say ya because atamfo na babio na sojafo na ko ne no mo kwedi akọ no mo defeat atamfo. That's the only way I can explain this. So what pania no ade apania ne ya ne say eboa body no to fight it is some fan say ya wo Ghana ne say ebia another country be by attack ye but ya holding to me intino me fan say ya down for ni Cote d'Ivoire ni afro Cote d'Ivoire say mo beboa ye na Cote d'Ivoire for the omo army aba beboa ye na che say yetumi ekum atamfo no sana vaccine tie so what vaccine no eboa body no ama body ne fight yare no intini brebia no say ye vaccine na okay so me fan say ebia say COVID and me pese me sa obi yare na sa me bone ho ban na kanen na sa na yesi ye vaccine no ubefa aboa na nkasa bi enti sa me fan say how do I put it me fan say ebia say edwie enimdwie head lice yem fan say edwie ni bacteria no and open so ye vaccine against edwie and also open so ye vaccine against ukra mice so okura no ko honam no mu a ebema o yare bi yemfa ne saa but opese body ne fight okura no sekura honam no mu a ntu befa okura na ne baby ebi obefa ne hwi ana ne dua ana ne ti ana ne moja ana ne bore na de aye duro no afa duro no ana so de pania na wo ho intina o de pania ne wo ho next time na okura no beko honam no honam no clever body ne clever say no abuano attack me then immediately soldier for or the immune system rises, it multiplies, then it overcomes the disease. That's the whole basics of the vaccine. Adia bakwama COVID na manfo akume tukakra. One say adia ne buy na nyoma videos ni nyoma bebre buy say oma shada onoma to sa yare na pete. Sene beya ombekunkume ye so bete. Afi so pania no omo ye no ibinum kaso omo mpese Africans for example ya wododo ntomo ye pane ne sene be ya e be twa ya wo so ebinom sese o pane ne se de wo the reason why ye wo mienu and se de wo so on baby na like uko scan bi mu a something and you may be brave ya keke ka afa
hu baby awo
ntino say uko she remu ko a ye the satellite ye betumi hu baby kra baby kra wo COVID pandemic no it didn't just arrive. Coronavirus has been there since 1965 when it was first named. Yeah, Debbie. Aboa will be a hodada. Ewo enribim, ewo nomabim, ewo ampine, and I said, you can say bats. You can bats your apine, and I say, because I think mampam. Some people
mampam they say I baby or them from to
mampam is a monitor lizard. Me boy, it is a lizard. To apine. So you can achieve more bats. Ewo bats him, ewo birds him. Into binimati avian flu, for example. Until someone in a womb, that the Atiane say, occasionally, if you maybe run pim, it be run pim when I'm say, and yet the piminete, a boomnete, and this adianity, a boomness be run pimoa, not just a yahonote, and to bet me a course area pa. Into scientists, if he says, Sanana, it could see because baby a shot ye free, you know, and if I know D. And you may be South Africans, also a pimpunam. Ye dikwekuo, monkeys near Dina, is son, no more Dina.
And fear home pune by.
Sir, as you free, ye are crantier, ye do all kinds of bushmeat. Sir, bushmeat in a more as about your no, nearly. Young complaining. But when you be a free buy and a bit of so much shedder and a creative abuano, must see a shadow. Yan shadow, say free space, or say free here. It's there. It's killing. What we do about it? And now this year for one scientists so I can say no. Adiana yesuahu nimdie for a long time. Na kaneno ye paneno a ye befa aboa wana bi near de ye paneno. But science has evolved. And nyema ko nimdie akwanimo. Scientists are always finding new ways of doing things. For example, so what should be to say Pfizer vaccine and microphone person mo be wono. Ya no no so bibi de mRNA e ko hunemu a e bi wura wo cell no mu e be sesa wo DNA nti ene ya me ye nipai e bi in 30 years time no madane me through wings and I said me nyedua and I said mintumi nwo and I said BBB which is unfortunate. A technology bia scientists a chance so mudi hudwuma ache omo ye ho adwuma bebre ya na ye pese wo hwe cancer say no cancer ya de bi ekumnipa. So they've been perfecting some of these vaccines behind the scenes. Ebola by no so Ebola ya Arabia na ekumnipa. Until asa mRNA technology, they've already been experimenting with the Ebola. Nomnia de senior beya so Ebola ne bekumnipa na senki tunya panie bia wo wa betumi aye ye a ebeboa. Until they've used different technologies.
And anche
because as somewhere binom can so normally it take about 18 months to 2 years and sign a vaccine, but I didn't win within a few months. There are a few reasons. Name send your vaccines yet to me, who say me manufacturer and I may try to make produce a vaccine. Me and I may me sicker and I'm a day. Now it takes a lot of money. Now so no. So we'll be producing vaccine now. We here be a friend ethical clearance. Yes, oh sorry, yeah, we'll be experiment na ukoye. Debbie, sabi, a drone a woye, and a drone is a nipper now de betunumu. Until so we test here drone and the other. Yeah, will quite be also fast also G permission. We hear certain things and sana. Then no, be a friend bureaucracy. It may check and sign when your permission cry to do it. COVID never, you know. This time it was government who decided that, hey, young Crawford, I think you be bureaucracy 10, you may take it 2 months, 3 months before you get ethical clearance. You get this, you get that. Into idea a betcheno, then they clear it. Because a lot of it, no, yes, we bet me chaso. And I feel so no, Sanka Obejama said manufacturers Nankasabaka say companies say, yeah, for your sika, near find your vaccine, no. A betche. Because it be at the end of the sometimes millions, hundreds of millions to produce. So the governments, they come together, no, we will support you to produce it. After all, young crop for So the finances were there. Into say sikata yechire. Na say your friend said government backup is there. Not just one government, multi nations were working together. It made the thing go faster.
Yeah.
Into na adi osenke di 18 months, it came quicker. It doesn't mean say enye papa ya nye ni ye sebe kaneno umame yang kwanya wode entosi ne jene ni mekono wode gubo so meboa wachi e be take no 4 hours ana bibi e friend blender buy blender ne buy no se mekoni entosi no de gubo so no twio so blend you the aduane kro no a ekosi wo kro no a meboa. That is the best example I use. It's just that we've now found more effective ways of producing the vaccine quicker. For mRNA vaccine, because of senior technology, see producing millions of it in a short space of time, and it's easier to do. Until the cost of producing it is less, and we can produce millions, like in a pandemic where what is shortage. Yes, so paniano eswati yenye biwa just Ghana ye chain just Africa countries baby ye chain UK omo wiska entombe tumi etua no manya vaccine no na ye hono e it is our technology be betumi ama in a day ye produce bi wo India UK neha with the same technology, and we can do millions at a time to save lives. I think it's better ne kwanswa no entino. Part of the program, let's see, a person man for tears says, and yes, will be pursue Kumobi. Yes, yes, the penny money pay. Sabe, me quite remember and answer me call vaccine center. And Nipane Kiwo or Hono. Some share abro 450 and me who be Nibako, abro 450. Now, can some become among Crawford. Among person man Crawford. And I miss some share vaccine van. I mean, who say be why I try for the black man and for the white man and also for the Asian. Yeah, vaccine Korea. So
before now, should be age womb.
Before now, should be age more. Before now, should be a vaccine. Young Casacrina, yeah, the vaccine will be the more. So your Cassie young war. I said, Debbie, media men walk. And it's distressing because it's a discussion. But you remember cry, and then I may next back could be some say, Inti identity, and a young crow from Percy be walk. Because the patients in the banner so catch them so, oh, what war pan and say, Debbie, I don't want it. Or be some say, why don't you want it now? Because of our own superstitious beliefs in it. To me, but I say, I don't want it. Which is sad, really.
Yeah, King, now, Ubi Becca say, now, one walking cry, Mama will be an auntie, say, Yabema produce and way they will be seeing is believing. Oh, yeah, a bed and a walk or catch will be so. Quanako will be. Inti do Yabema, yeah, Kasa, Igusu, Kasi. Obia, and say, Dr. Khan. My woman, dear, and then I may want a second one. And then I will.
Yes, sir. Men war, me war is me try video no. So be catch them say men war, yeah. I bet me from a surgery. Wow. My pania no. Misro vaccine no. Misro, why? Because say uko supermarket now got chicken now. Only baby a chicken is free. When you say you grow chicken no, you don't know. Do you? Whether it's genetic engineering or natural, you don't know.
Nti mobesha iti
when you buy me na dia to so
yeah Dr. Khan
we ya
na wo second dose
we want second dose
nti yeah can yeah hina wo ye no vaccine yeah hina wo ye no
me wo AstraZeneca
dia yeah ka ho asem bebre no so yeah nje and I enje nti eno so krampa man krofo adwea ye wo ntanta say ye wa na emaye nwo eno no den na wo ka fa ho
chese I think say on the social vaccine association no mienu a ye krom ha ye wo no ye Pfizer and AstraZeneca and Pfizer de na ye say bibi de mRNA technology technology no and AstraZeneca no and no na say aboa wanankasa no and ya fa ne bibi ne ye de ahye pane no mu and ye de woni pa no well now I don't want to go into the politics of the whole thing. Oxford the day you won't say free chrome ha And
from her, obviously,
United Kingdom, UK, free UK, no. And a few of the European countries, so Germany, France, Finland, Sweden, quite a few of the European, Spain, they almost say, and nipa ni bi wo panel no omunya blood clot na just moja na abo ankotoa sane ka no
ankotoa yeah
abo ankotoa eno blood clots ye bi etumi kum nipa it can be deadly na entina nam san entina Europeans na ka say nipa binum wo panel no omunya blood clot entina yem wo panel ye ho studies and sana now Osha sane ye nkro from pese ye Japan na news te said that's why amafa ase ye kan ye ka emwa ye kan ye but enre ya so no Europeans ya so abo say vaccine no safe effective because okaso obi akọwọ panian no nya blood clot na and I like to be very practical enipa dodo sane ya wo injection wo krom ha I think it's more than 10 million now, isn't it? I think we've crossed 20. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
It's 26 million in the whole of the country. Out of the 26 million, UK happy. Out of the 26 million, how many people have had blood clots? Ask yourself. Even if you say the figure, say 10. Let's say 10. It's less than that. Let's say 10. 10 out of 26 million. So because of that, year war vaccine, no, Debbie. Do you know the number of people on war penicillin allergy?
Bebre.
You jai penicillin war. Still you war penicillin. You enipa binum war allergies. Obi ho are allergic to say prawn. Obi ho are allergic to say nuts. Obi ho are allergic to oranges. Obi ho are allergic to certain antibiotics. Enipa no ye widia no egumu ahoro. Obi are different. And sometimes we say dura eji obi no NGOB. I think so no. Omunya proof be a trace a pania nankasa and a causing blood clot. No, there be so be a blood clot. You be shame. Also shame now who say okay. In Nippon no more blood clot. No, where you be dadana because in a year in every country people get blood clots all the time. I mean, me know yeah juma or health sector no. Do you know the number of my patients are develop clots? Omo pania bia, but they develop DVT. Deep vein thrombosis, which is blood clot what we name almost developing BBF from pulmonary embolus, blood clot, call lungs, no more bit me kumenipa, almost on a regular basis. Nobody talks about it. Obianka wansem. So a bit me abani say a coincidence. Until so much shimu ye pa no. Untumi nkasi bia ye pania nankasa na cause clots no. Sebi previous say insure for nipa don't we still swim we swim planes crash don't we still sit on flights we do
and insure crash me here my
ehini
and so
ya no insure bio ya da sunu insure
anyways you see yi men so am me vaccine no
what's wrong with you
me wo ye na Pfizer vaccine
okay
nti eno na ye wo background ni mu no nti ye nyina ya wo na ne ekoso mponi se bi no ho a ombeka se me de menwo wo behwe na ye si eche ne akwo nti no eno nti na ye we se
no ha me kakra if we say it's hypocrisy so me wo ye me metna ha na me nka se mawo and I face to say ade a me engineer then that's double standards Enti na okay say ye program no bro from me ka say sebe ye mu bi no mo ho no a ye community leaders so ho so me ka asem no a obi wanhwe ye na se bia asori dem na me gina na me ka ya enipa na etie me no ebegie di enti se me ko ka say pania na nya na obi nkonkwaje na nipa kro no ofemnas wo wu a I mean sebe my conscience won't set me free do you understand because you be mama you be papa you be near and away frame. Until say you name no crepa. And so far, I've read wide about it. Minye who be to convince me so sebi say omo person mu kumye into no my opinion. And you mean says I didn't know on one become on one then crofo.
Okay, and also yeah. na answer na yebe to aso no em say your program your time ne ko pa ya start on time but time ne ko na ende no me pese me hwe say ebinom betimi afre in na ebisa because won't na ye sa program but before I yebe open phone lines no and the number to call is 0782 6273333 0782627333 and only number obetimi afre na Dr. Kano has a bibi a che wadwin because yenya feedback ph say even videos in kakra ye share on Facebook na de no e man for confidence e ma mutimi ka so wa wode en de me nso mewo nti yemboa ye ho ani enhwe say binom be join ye se me nsa be ka me phone so e bia na ebinom so ubisa ensem bi wo ho ne
Facebook ni ade
de ko but ade ba ko ankrofo pi ebe how mo ne say na me wa bibi be me ana science side effects bi wo kwa because me wo ye no first 2 days nya me honama se makobo box ma ya bome ye brim me sa nti na say me fa paracetamol ne ibuprofen but just the one of those na the next day me sha me ho everything and it gives me so much confidence say you see I mean say me wa kudie bi amede ku because especially yen ye call hospital kwa ye adwuma ne ade de ye nim baby yare ani efiba nti wo bibi ye wa na
I mention me warm first one no I mean for the first 24 hours now say I walk academy and I ask say the amenya flu bino but again send ya walk after 24 hours na ekọ me so say me hunam nyina me ya but na enye me ya kase bia after 24 hours eno ane no ekọ my one second dose minim side effect amenya but after about 3 or 4 weeks my develop immunity
anyway champion
that's just my champion into because send you sikai and ejuma me na debia me who patients into mean to me I can't put myself at risk. Are you with me? I've got a family. I can't just live anyhow. So me what? There a hamika crane say a few weeks ago. Now Omo interview one of the ministers near Bisane say, is it likely they were talking about the fact say BME community be before the Asians near then be bring pesi wo paneno. Na ebekwa kudru point baby e bitumi aforce ni pane so omo wa na. And the minister castle there be yen do a hoye. Na say ebane say you're forcing nipa mo wo dia then you see a forcing nipa mo wo but thank God say at least you see an em say yon crop for the bebre asha say kakra kra mo wo vaccine no so one hwe ni ye no kra na ye ma on to kwa ye ma on na plane so
snap ebe do sa stage
ebe to me the sa stage and I feel so no say what you know who okay yes I have rights and I have the right to say that men work pan you know but then no say we are more supermarket we are bus driver we are more care home we are in the care sector we also work fair enough and nipa na question no we question no the person is also at risk. Now we also won't now carry virus, you know. Now person can say, what person they cause will be ana. If you are the virus no yet. But what the virus ne kwa koma will be. It's not fair. In Tombe to me, I can say, okay, a bit to me, I say, okay, so you're a nurse now you're a doctor, and now you work in the healthcare sector, now you won't be allowed to see patients. It can come. And also, you won't be allowed to do the job that you do. If you work with elderly people in a care home, for example, you are at risk to others. And you yourself, Krana, you are at risk. Because paneno is who be our paneno or no sebi or boa nibia or virus nibia go so. And you know, minimum dia mafutia say, I don't see why people can't take the vaccine.
Oh yeah, baby, I fiba and bibia the religion ebata ho. Bibia the spirit, mark of the beast. The beka once and bansa na beka religious connotations e war COVID. Enkrofo pi na ehwe nti yenhwe wo ma adjoine e wo ha beku backman ehwe na adwoa Lydia Kwashi Obaya Edu John Reed Woman now, one more share. Me hope you said more enjoy fancy tree session. Yeah,
Sir.
Me did say, Koso Josephine Harrison, Margaret Abba in Otu, share. Nipa bebre na ehwe baba me Instagram ra mu nyina me share down home wo me program e che say mo pechi mo pechi no nti no nyame hwa mu nyina me hwe so bi bisa question ama faache ama saying me hope say obi aho ye Andrew Chumesi ye pharmacist ba ko aya wa ba hada Irene Abi hwe Dr. Sapia mu nyina mo hwe mu invite mo friends na mo share so because we nyina bebo obi ema ono nso akwa obi miami anti otakradi say shebi and that there wow who kafon so wo yenchen ha oni e na ehwe programming Telma Enyonam Edo ye me classmate on Fansman Girls me da say yeah presenter Steven also for Steven to for so shebi mon frem na fofo na mo mehwe patience kakito so no so conference man sa anti nipa bebre na ehwe because covid no ya dia abeha adwinye na yen san koba ke ne yen kohwe we nyina well dreamed for na dey bre na Omega Live TV Omega House Multimedia Media House ba kope pe bibia ye na o de fa omo so a edwuma na A1 crowd ma me ndeje hu because ade efe de efe nti Dr. Khan yen san to edwumedi so be person friends so like I said no 0782627333 mon friend amon bisa no de mo pese mo bisa bia yen to aso e na we no mark of the beast and no so fi hin e bai
minim
bibi sa na
minim baby free buy minim I think say the reason I'm for kind of so say na ehu ebo am for so say normally once an call vaccine yes wo bako one jab na binom say na dentina vaccines no ye wo two many obi din come nam ka say now what hepatitis B vaccines are how many doses do you have and then pakranka so normally you have 3 doses isn't it it depends on the routine na the be bako then sometimes after 3 months wa bako sometimes after 6 months wa bako or be bako every 3 months then have a booster dose the reason now obewo several and say back on you don't develop full immunity so you need the booster doses to improve it ebinom say mark of the beast no mo fi say a chip bia chip no ye de be show hunem omo pekwan no the chip bi e de show hunem because say ye nyina no every generation bia it looks like that's how the people interpret this mark of the beast which is spoken about in the Bible. If you read the book of Revelation in the Bible now, especially yenwa sebe very religious na manfo isuasa ehunim die about end times because we are seeing we yenom ne ade no say obi bebe friend is antichrist say obi a wo be sore a ono no wompe Christo asem now, Bible no can be about the mark. Whatever the mark is, for years, people have always interpreted it. Mekai computer technology by again, we had people said, computer technology, the way it is, that is the 999, it's everywhere. Then different technologies came, then 5G came, then a whole lot of things came. Everything that comes, people have a way of interpreting it to mean I'm the beast. It gets to a point where you get confused. As a Christian myself, do baby and be someone say, you can't your Bible ni ye dear. Well, because you are shiny ye and so and I'm saying to nipa bibri ebe wukwa. You're going to be paying. It's not the first time Sebi people have misled whole congregations to their death. It's happened before. If you remember that Waco incident in Texas, for example. So sometimes I'm very careful when people start relating scripture and also the Bible and using it to interpret things that have no relationship at all with the Bible. Chips in Nyoma are being developed. A big point, baby. If you don't have that chip, as a marker, you can't trade, you can't do anything, you can't do well. We'll wait for that day to come. And then we'll see already there are chips anyway. I find it strange say a lot of people almost on vaccine, they still use Android phones, they still use iPhones, they still use technology, don't they? They are still trading, using their credit cards with chips and using all forms of ID cards and whatever. They still submit their fingerprints, don't they? Iris scans and whatever. I mean, information is being collected every day.
Yeah.
So how come it's never been a problem? When people are traveling and they have to go for travel jobs, they come to the GP surgery. Don't you think, sir, if somebody is trying to be very evil, they will use the already existing vaccines, or you don't think so?
Yeah.
Or if I want to change the DNA of a whole country, a whole continent, where do I start from? I start from babies.
Because I don't know what my dear to dance, you know.
If I was clever and I wanted to change, because a lot of these things change, they take time. If I was clever, be a wicked scientist, and I wanted to change something like this, I think I'll start from babies. Childhood immunizations, because see, a swab Africa, do we know where it's coming from? Do we know how it's produced? But we still accept it. Our governments accept it. They believe that it works, isn't it? So the whole noise we are making about say COVID vaccine, we feel say we've taken it far. Personally, that's my personal opinion. Say I think we've taken it far. Say idea betumi aboye no yenkowo na yebefemu ewu owu a ehu nim faso. So me afutu amede be mani pane say, look, millions of people worldwide are taking the vaccine. If we don't take it, I don't know exactly what we are doing and the reason why we are not taking the vaccine.
Yeah,
I can't understand it. Yeah. Obi Bisami recently say, oh, don't I believe that scientists can be wicked? Let me see, there have been wicked scientists ever since I started learning how to read. There will always be wicked people on earth. There are wicked people there. Africa no. It be more wicked than Obronina you see no. That's right, because you look at the wickedness that goes on the continent, and yet we don't have a problem with it. And we are talking about a vaccine that could save lives. We're talking about medications that could save life. Hey, just as we take paracetamol, many people don't read the side effects of paracetamol, and they take it. Oh, just read the side effects of paracetamol, and you'll be scared. But we buy it, we believe it, we take it. We don't think twice.
Nipa bebre o ha e kan say wan kasa nso we ye sofo ni bi nti no bia em say nia omo pa che ni say bia na afutuo bi o ho a wo mu hia because e fa no ye krom ho no de wo mu ana she chi aya wo mu ama nkrofo.
Oh yes. Listen, it's true. Menim nipa kro de to so say me ye sofo ni bi. I'm a reverend minister and I'm a physician as well, and I read the Bible myself, and sometimes I feel sad. Say you would expect, say, as pastors, people listen to us, and people a lot of times believe what we teach them, what we preach to them. So we have to be careful. If you don't have the facts, don't deceive your congregation. But don't try to impress people by claiming to know it all when you don't know, because by doing so, you could easily kill your members in your congregation who probably, somebody sitting there could benefit from the vaccine. And I say, nipa na wo tio, me yesofo, nipa na wo tio me no me ka, obeje this, oh, we nim therefore, we sua there, we yesofo and so. So or say vaccine in ya, any menje. Tabi. But if I don't have the evidence, vaccine in ya, I didn't know, say, because me jina pulpit a chintino. I don't believe in that. And you know, your community leaders, no mafuti you say be all your software, your community leader, you lead people. You're careful what you say. If you have the evidence, let us have the evidence. If you don't have the evidence, then please be careful what you put out there. Because by doing so, no obi mami bewu, obi papa bewu, obi nuya bewu, because of false information and they are too bedroom.
Yeah. Yeah, can I say Queen Harriet, Omega TV, oh, share Alice Wood Thompson, Agatha, Pierre Frederick Techi. Nipa bi se o mo try so on be free o, but mba inti producer sem pacho o betimi ahwa say mba, but me sure say Dr. Kane capture a whole lot of information nipa ni nya ehia ese omo de wo mu hu agibo twe so hwe o say oh hello doctor kan say nipa na ehwe ni bebre na enimo doctor sapia no nyina ehwe so obi ani abre pese ohun Ruth anso boatin Ruth appear mu nyina am say ndene da edi kan ya mehu se mo hwe programming inti yam say your time na kakakra na aso inti ede be mpa na say nde obia fa bibia wo mu kra no so obi timi sua bibi ede be mpa na obetimi die gya etifo say yensomu ni emfa encouraging crowd for going forward
dia media mechanism fad ade ba ko a misro and say I'm fan say by summertime me fa ekromo hai Sebi Africa de afeni ya shase say ye wo pane no ekromo ha say no before be bring na enwo pane no sebi after June 21st na se ka say your friends Independence Day meboa mask ni nyina eba off all the restrictions ni nyina comes off we can mix and match meet up with people. Now you're not going to stand in church going to go for this funeral. You're going to go for these parties. You know how our social gatherings are. Without any protection. You're mixing up with other people who are already immune. Now, Menka says, Obia wa pania na interested they don't have the virus. No. The fact that you've been vaccinated against a disease doesn't mean that you don't meet it. I'm immune to chickenpox. But I meet patients with chickenpox all the time. Why don't I get chickenpox? Because I'm protected.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that I cannot spread the virus. I can spread the virus. Into the bitch me up and say, virus ni bi wo me hwenem. So in America no. After June 21st, makwa sorry. Yenya fa hudie. Ani ya sorry. You free. Ya tunyom. Yeah. When I'm saying you see, yeah, worship ni adie. And tesio all around the air. So beho. So na nipa ni bebrete wa yem wo pane no. Ukọ adwumem, obi a wadwumem bia wo. Unwo ye. Nurses ne doctors ono mo ye adwuma wo. Wonko a unwo ye. Woni nipa no e din kita ho. But you're not protected. Everywhere you pass, you're not protected. Misro sayanhwe ni ye na afi no, there could be another wave just within our community. But it's a young crop for because we don't have any protection. When the rest of the country has protection. Then the government has a decision to make. Because we live in a country. Now you have to make a decision because you have to protect the rest of the country. So then you have to force the group that do not want to take the vaccine to forcibly take the vaccine. And I pray that we don't get to that point.
We don't get to that point.
Where sebi utifia na yabeswao near doko vaccination camp se kowopane. It's not a sight I want to see. Into the main dia mekatre etiefo ne say sebi yahwehwe pane ni mo a menye hu bibi e kire se emayenwo. Into no yenko wo kwa ansa na obewo no nyese okoya na dia wo. Ye baby se bisansem bebre ye behwe wapomuden ye behwe se bia wo de duro bi so a ye baby sa se bia wonyem anasa wonyem a ye baby sa se bia for example se sia ye ka clot ni ade yi enne no enipa bi no mo bewo ye ye bisa om oh webusuam obi wo blood clot duro ben na ada so wankasa wonya blood clot pain se nipa kasa wonya blood clot pain with all that is going on then it's risky to probably give it to them. Sadia ni yebisa obia say ye twerɛ drama obia yebisa yes ya sorry ya ni atwerɛ drama obi yebisa yebɛhwɛ nipa kro no yare a wo ne ahwɛ sɛ edro ya edema wo ebetumi ekumu ana sɛ bɛboa wo you will be a friend a risk to benefit so we don't just give things to people. So I want people to just believe say sebe we are not out there trying to kill people and I said the governments are not deciding to kill off Africans or kill off people from third world countries, then the vaccines, as far as I'm concerned, are reasonably safe. They are safe. Just say, Bibian who are perfect. Send your Diania Yedin perfect. Send your Sia Yanomina perfect. But we still eat and drink anyway.
Yeah, and we still need them to live.
We still need them to live. And you know, it's here for Yamakane say, monkɔwɔ paneɛ no na yɛmbɔ yɛn ho ban
asɛm no nyinaa no credit baako pɛ yɛse monkɔ paneɛ no yɛbɛsrɛ mo ɛyɛ nsra na yɛde bɛma obi biara wo maame wo mfrɛ no wo nua wo fie yɛn nyinaa no ɛsɛ yɛsua nneɛma pii firi mu wei yɛ one of edition of Let's Talk About Health. Normally program in English, but we thought say, oh, yeni pa bebre wo hɔ ebi ana nkyerɛkyerɛ mu no ensɛda nkɔ yi enti na yɛde wei brɛ mu enti demeda Dr. Kana si bebre say as always you come and give us such great insight into anything and on that note no may I switch it back to English because the next time we come here which will hopefully be in 2 or 3 weeks I will be back in this chair and hopefully we will start looking at all the other different things that affect our health. I have a nurse who is well versed in looking after our eyes, eye care. And hopefully we'll have an interesting session on how the eye actually gives us an indication of what goes on with our general health. It promises to be amazing. So I'm your host, I'm Mrs. Winnie Ohinekisi. This came to you through Omega Live TV and kind sponsorship of World Remit. I am looking forward to having all these interesting programs again. So on that note, I say keep staying safe and go for your vaccines. You'll be saving lives. Thank you and see you again. Bye.
Great.
You're alive still.
At World Remit, we understand what the journey is about. How it can sometimes take a little distance to bring us a little closer together. With ways to save more when you send more, World Remit is here for you, so you can be there for them.
For diabetics, we would say that the systolic should be around 135 or below.
And the most important thing that we're actually screening for is oral cancer, so mouth cancer. And mouth cancer, it's not very obvious to catch to the untrained eye.
I think empowering patients is huge.
It's key.
It is good for clinicians.
The virus is clever. It enters, and we'll come to that, it enters the human body, usually, as we said, through what we call droplet infection.
Purity, so many heavy metals, so many salt. So, but if you have the kidney and you drink clear fluid, not tea, not alcohol, not beer, clear water regularly,
Ghana Union in UK, in partnership with Ghana Nurses Association and Western Region Association of Nurses, both in UK, present a discussion on COVID-19. What is COVID-19? The vaccines. Do we need them? The facts we need to know, and the myth about the virus. Mark this date, Friday, 12th February 2021. On this Friday, there will be specialist doctors, nurses, and reputable health professionals that will be on Zoom to explain about the myth and facts you need to know about the COVID-19 vaccine. Don't forget to mark a date with us this Friday, the 12th of February 2021 on Omega Live TV. Don't die of ignorance.
Man that will tell you that he's the only one that loves you and nobody else loves you, that is a lie.